Hi everyone, Chris Natzke here with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching with your Mind of a Champion tip of the week. Coming to you this week from beautiful Avon, Colorado, just west of Vail. It's a beautiful resort town here. Was invited by my dear friends Lisa and Alan to come and spend a couple days at their timeshare. And I was thinking about, just coming out here and just spending some time being. No plans, no places I needed to go, just kind of some time to hang out and decompress. And hadn't done that in a while. And it got me thinking that how am I being? How am I showing up in the world? Because, when we think about how we normally show up, at least for me, I guess I'll just comp for myself, is that so much of my time is spent on what I'm doing, where I need to go, what I need to make happen in the world. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, certainly we've, a lot of the things that we accomplish in life and many of the things that we are able to experience come as a result of us doing. So doing is important. But how many times do we just stop and be? Even in our vernacular, when we meet someone, it's like, how do you do? What do you do for a living? When your husband or wife or kids come home after work or school, what did you do today? So much of it is doing. And really we are, when you get down to it, we're human beings. So it got me thinking about this concept of how am I being? How am I showing up in the world? And it made me reflect. About 15 years ago, I did a 28-day leadership course in Southern California. It was an amazing experience and brought people from all over North and South America to experience this. And one of the first days of our training, I'll never forget it, the facilitator came in and he said, he looked around the room and he said, I think most of you in this room are living lives backwards. Now, this was a pretty high-performing set of people, so I was like, wow, this is an interesting statement to make. And he said, most of you in this room are living your lives from a perspective of have, do, be. Have, do, be. When you have enough money, then you'll do what you want to do and then you'll be happy. When you have more time, then you'll do the things you told your kids you were going to do and you'll be a better parent. When you have more customers, then you'll do the expansion in your business and you'll be successful. And he went on to say that it's not necessarily that doing things or having things are bad. That's not it at all. But it's when we're just focused on those things. And oftentimes, even the things that we focus on, and once we get them, sometimes they're not as satisfying. We're just on to the next thing. He said, but the people that have really got it figured out in life, the ones that are feeling enriched and really feeling fulfilled in all aspects of their lives, they turn those words around. They look at life from a perspective of be, do, have. Be, do, have. So if they want to have more connection, if they want to have more collaboration, more cooperation, more peace, more patience, whatever the attribute is, he said those people learn that starts from the inside, that they have to start being that way. And then they do the things that support that way of being, and then they can have what they want. And I have to tell you, my friends, that message was transformational for me. And it's one I still have to work on almost every day, is remind myself, how am I being? Now, one thing I found is that when we put out the intention of wanting to have a certain attribute, a way of being, oftentimes the universe has a way of showing an opportunity for us to exercise that, like right from the get-go. And like I always thought about the idea of many people want more patience, particularly you parents out there, and you're like, oh my gosh, you're praying for more patience. And what happens is you don't wake up one morning and you're Mother Teresa. What happens is the universe provides you opportunities to demonstrate patience. So the guy cuts you off in traffic. The person cuts in line at the bank, or your kids are not listening to you once again. So what happens is when we get intentional about it, that way of being, then the universe brings us ways in order for us to practice that. But when we're able to practice that and we're able to lean into that, that's where our transformation happens. And when we lean into that way of being, that's when we make positive changes in our lives. So this week, my friends, I have a challenge for you. I have a question for you. How are you being? And where are there ways in your life that you can change or maybe up-level that way of being so you can truly do the things that support that, and then you can have what you want in your life? So this has been Chris Natzke with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching. I'm technically on vacation right now, so I'm going to go be relaxed. And we'll see you next time on the Mind of a Champion Tip of the Week.